Hi, guys. Hi, April. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Demetria. Hi, Casey. Hi, Katrina. Demetria, where you been at? Hi, Amber. Hi, Shira. Yeah, I'm back on. Oh, okay. Lisa from Sacramento in the house. Hi, Louise. Is it Louise or Lewis? Hey, Mel. Hey, Tori. Hey, Vonchetta. Oh, I don't got no makeup on today. So thanks. Actually, I have my eyebrows and lashes, but that's it. And Carmex. Girl, teaching school started. Been watching the replay. Yeah, because I've been needing my moderators. Cause Sarah been holding it down. I gotta pay Sarah because she been holding the fort down with these mods. Hi Seth. Hi Lena. Hey Ronald. Point your toes. Oh. Hey EQ from South Carolina. South Carolina in the house. What's up? Um, 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 um. Hey Kendra. Canada in the house. What's up, Canada? That's where I should have went. Y'all should have put in a chat yesterday, Canada. Thank you. I gotta get my roots done because my roots coming back, but thank you. What do I like to do? A lot. I do a lot. Do lots of things. See the baby watching from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hi, Zoe. No, I didn't get no new tattoo. Actually, I did. Well, this is not really new, but it's on my thigh. My thigh tattoo. That's my newest tattoo, but I got that like months ago. Inglewood is in the house. What's up, Inglewood? 6'4". Jamaica. Y'all tuning in from Jamaica. Jamaica Queens. Or Jamaica, Jamaica. Like Kingston, Jamaica. Have you made any cheesecake lately? No, I haven't. Massachusetts in the house. Let's go. Kingston, okay. Kingston is in the house. Kingston, Jamaica. Let's go. Florida in the house. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. I love y'all so much. Y'all know that? I love y'all so much. Y'all are so cool. Ocho Rios. Ocho Rios. Thank you. Thank you, Chronic Corner. But no, I'm not about to turn around and jump. This is not that type of content, baby. I'm sorry. Australia. Let's go, Australia. Clock it. What time is it in Australia right now? Listen, okay, let's not get to being mean. 11:40 a.m. in Australia. Okay. Hey Sarah, we was just talking about you, girl. India. India in the house? What time it is in India? No, I was telling Demetria, I asked where Demetria has been because she's the other moderator, and she said she's been busy with life, which is understandable. I ain't mad at it. Get your money, girl. Life be lifing. Um, and I said, yeah, because Sarah been holding it down. She been holding the fort down with all, and you've been working overtime. So I told Demetria that you've been working overtime and you need a break. Um, Wait, so 9:10 in the morning in India and you tuning in. Yo, this is crazy. Hold on. I gotta fucking love y'all so much. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Japan? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm back at it on YouTube Live. And we got Australia in the house. We got India in the house. It's like 11:40 in Australia. India. It's like what time is it, India? 9 o'clock in the morning over there. What we got? Japan. What time is it in Japan? Fargo. Y'all are crazy. But yeah, we back at it on the YouTube Live, y'all. England. England's in the house. What's up? Cincinnati. Let's go. What's up, Cincinnati? Cali. What time is it in Cali? It's like 8 o'clock over there. 8:42. I didn't fart. It's y'all hear my bed. My God, y'all think everything. 4 in the morning? My gosh. Sacramento. Houston, Texas. Hello. I almost I almost booked a flight to Houston according to my chat, but they didn't want me to go to Houston yesterday. Thank you. Um Illinois. No, I'm not Indian. No, you cannot crack. What were you talking about? Oh, y'all wanted to hear a story. What was the story that y'all wanted to hear? Hi, Razor. I can't believe Australia is in the house. Like, it's what, noon over there? Thank you. I just got it done on Friday and I already chipped this one. Um, Hold on. What's that noise outside? Last night it was helicopters. Now I'm hearing stuff. Um, do I have PayPal? Yes. Why? You want to send me some money? Cash App? I have PayPal, Cash App. Yes. Zelle. What you want? What you want? No, I don't live in the hood. You want my cash app? Here's my cash app. Here's my cash app. Screenshot it. It lasts longer. No, what y'all did? Y'all asked me. I asked you what y'all wanted to know. Oh, y'all wanted to hear. Um, y'all wanted to hear. I had a story because y'all said I was. Um, it's Connie's son, not Connie Sue, Sarah. I haven't done cooking videos in so long. Oh, so the story. I got a one track mind. Y'all gotta help me here. So oh, these are stripped. I took off my other lashes that I gotten done when I went to Vegas, and I was yeah. I don't have makeup on today, just my eyebrows and strip lashes, and Carmex. No makeup today. Thank you. Okay, so y'all want to hear the story? Y'all ready for story time? Because apparently everybody wants to hear the story. Um, the story about how my little situation went to Miami. That story. That's what y'all want to hear. What about it? What about it do y'all want to hear? Hold on, y'all. How many kids do I have? One. What about my story do y'all want to know? I don't. So the story is he went to Miami. There's no story. Like he went to Miami. Ooh, Indonesia in the house. All right, y'all know I got ADHD. Come on now. Delaware in the house. Oh my, let's go. Indonesia. What time is it over there? Have I been physically abused before? Yes. That's not. That's not a. That's not a secret. I talked about abuse before. Houston's in the house. Miami's in the house. Let's go. What's up, Miami? All right, I have ADHD, y'all. Oh my God. How did I find out he was in Miami? So, good question. Um, so we were texting. He went out Friday night and I was at Brittany's house, and we were texting, and he was going out, so I didn't think nothing of it because I don't bother people when they go out. You know, like when I go out with my friends, I don't like to be bothered. So when, my significant, like even when I was with Kenny, like if he goes out, I don't call him unless it's an emergency. Like I don't call him, I don't blow his phone up, like where you at, who you with, da 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 da, all that. Like I don't do that. So if you're going out, you're going out because I know when I go out, I don't want to be bothered, unless it's an emergency. New Zealand's in the house. Sorry. Every time someone says their location, I have to shout them out. So yeah, so he apparently booked that night, Friday night, and we was texting. He texted me at like 6 in the morning, continuing our conversation from the night before, and then failed to mention anything about Miami. And then we were still texting, and by 3:47 in the afternoon, he said, "I'll see you when I get back. We can talk about it in person. I just got to Miami." I was like, "I'm good. Enjoy Miami." I'm good, love. Enjoy. Like, what? You didn't tell me you was going. You didn't say, like, "Hey, babe. Hey, Connie. Hey, Monster. By the way, I booked the flight to Miami." Nothing. Didn't give me no heads up. Cool. If you feel like you don't have to give me a heads up, cool. So enjoy Miami. And yeah, I'm good. Crazy thing is, last fucking week, I was like, I'm going to take a random trip, which prompted me to do that whole like letting y'all choose where I'm going to next. Now I'm going to Mexico. But yeah, and now I'm about to go to Mexico. Fuck Miami, okay? But no, last week I was like, I'm about to take a random trip because I just want to be by some, excuse me, some water. Like I want to be on somebody's beach. Just random trip, solo random trip. Like y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know that I don't. If I take a trip, I take a trip. You know what I'm saying? I've taken so many solo trips. I don't need people to travel with because if I want to go somewhere and I'm in the mood, I just go. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have like a my kid is not at a school age where like, oh, I gotta make sure, she, she's not a toddler, or like she's not she's in high school. You know what I'm saying? She takes care of herself, she cooks for herself, she cleans, you know what I'm saying? She's 17. So I don't have a baby to take care of. So if mama wants to go somewhere, mama's gonna go somewhere. I've always been that type of person. So if I take a solo trip, I usually take a solo trip to, decompress. Samoa's in the house, Minnesota in the house. Hello, hello. Seattle's in the house. Sorry. Scotland. Oh, no, I thought Scotland was in the house. Russia in the house. San Antonio, Nebraska. Oh my gosh. New Zealand. The hell? What are y'all doing up? um, so yeah. Denton, Bangkok, Cali, Arizona, Chicago. So yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna book a trip to Miami because that's the closest place where I know like that has a nice, decent beach. Or I can go to Hollywood, Florida, which is about 30 minutes away, and go to Hollywood, Florida. And he was basically like trying to talk me out of it. So, what makes me believe that you had already planned this trip, was talking about it, going with your friend with. It may not even be friends. It may be a whole nother bitch. And so I didn't think nothing of it. And then come Friday night, didn't think nothing of it. Saturday, didn't think nothing of it until 3:47. You told me you in Miami. And I'm supposed to just be like, oh, okay. No, no. Enjoy, love. So when you get back, it's over. The Netherlands, Amsterdam, hello. Okay, please do not be mad at me for, how do you say this? Mauritius? Yeah, so now I'm just like, I'm going to Mexico. Fuck Miami, bitch. My my chat, yeah, my chat got me going to Mexico. I'll be in Mexico. So clock it. But you can have Miami with whoever the fuck you with. And yeah. And that's the story. I love you too. Like, what you thought you was gonna stop me? And I think the thing is, Miami is a bubble, okay? So he didn't want me to go to Miami because he had already either one planned on going, already planning on going, or two, well, no, there's only one. You had already thought, either you thought about going or you already booked your flight to Miami and you didn't want me to go because you know Miami's a bubble and come on now. I'm bound to see you. And now guess what? That's fine. You you talked me out of that. That's cool. But guess what? Chat is sending me to Mexico. So fuck Miami. The fuck? Chat sent me somewhere better. No, I didn't cook tonight. I went to a cookout, so I didn't cook. So yeah. Thank you. Someone said he had to go to a funeral. No, he didn't. Because he would have said it. South Carolina's in the house. No, I'm not going to a funeral. Someone said he's going to a funeral. Try to cop a plea for him. I don't give a fuck. No, he did not go to no goddamn funeral. Texas in the house. Yeah, he had that shit planned. Fuck. What the fuck I look like? Does he think that I was born yesterday? Oh, New York's in the house. Did he think I was born yesterday? I was born at night, but not last night. Kansas. Ooh, we got Kansas in the house tonight. Hello, Kansas. So yeah. And one thing about it, I'm not, y'all know what I've been through. I've been through hell and high waters for 10 years with you know who for 10 years. Okay? I'm not accepting no more bullshit. He love bombed me. He did. He did that. He did love bomb me. But y'all know the monster had to come out. And the thing is, like, I tried so hard to be a better person, and I tried really hard, especially since my breakup with Kenny. You know, like, that's my 10-year relationship. That was all I knew for 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, so to come out of that, I'm not accepting nothing less. Like, I have standards. And if you're not meeting my standards, and my standards are bare minimum, okay? All I ask for is transparency. Not even honesty, transparency. And that's not hard. Okay? There's a difference between honesty and transparency, and we'll get into that. But all I ask for is transparency, honesty, for real, that can make the list. Loyalty, attention, shit money cannot buy. You can't buy that shit. I can buy shit for myself. Okay? Give me something that money can't buy. What's up, UK in the house? And the thing is, money, and y'all know this, and I keep telling y'all, money don't mean shit to me. You see, like, money means nothing to me. I spend, and I spent money on him just as much as he spent on me. Like, let's not get shit twisted, okay? He don't got shoes. He got his hair done. Like, I spend money too. I'm not a broke bitch. That's one thing about me. I'm not broke. I'm not broke. And he knew that. Motherfuckers know I'm not broke. So I'm the type of person, when you give me something, I'm gonna reciprocate that. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about reciprocating. If you give me your ass to kiss, guess what? I got a whole ass too. 2 rounds of BBLs, you can kiss that. The fuck? My top is from Fashion Nova. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. And now you see you gone to Miami with a bitch, and I'm going to Mexico with my mocktails while you in Miami with who bitch, whoever. You could be with a bitch, you could be with a dude. I don't know who the fuck you with. You can be with clowns, goofies, Mickey Mouses. I don't know who or what or what you with. But I know I'm going to Mexico. uh, Bossed up on that bitch. Like, fuck you thought I was. I ain't no bum bitch. I ain't no bum broke bitch. You think you gon' what? Stop me from going to Miami. Gave me all the excuses in the world. Like, what you going to Miami for? Because I want to. And now I didn't go to Miami. Okay, cool. Catch these waves from Mexico. So that's where we at. That's the story on that one. Uh, okay. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Lady Joshua. If money isn't everything, then you wouldn't use someone's socioeconomic status as a slur. Don't twist my words. You know what I mean. Don't do that. But yeah, so that's the story on that. Anything else y'all would like to know? Oh gosh, we did. Oh, we got lots of y'all in here tonight. Y'all must want to play some games, huh? Y'all want to play a game tonight? That just sounded real creepy. You want to play a game? No, because I was only saying that because we played games last night. We played Who Knows Monster Best, and some of my subscribers want some money. Hi, Vicky. Live from Ghana. Let's go. Let's go. We got Ghana in the house. You know what though? You know what though? Crazy thing is, I'm not mad at him. I'm mad that I let my guard down because I was so determined to just enjoy my summer. Because I told myself, like, in the beginning of summer, and I think I said this yesterday, in the beginning of summer, I was like, I'm gonna enjoy myself this summer. This is the first summer that I'm really like single, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not dealing with nobody at the time. Like I wasn't entertaining nobody. So I'm like, I'm gonna have me a good summer. If the wind blows me, like wherever the wind blows me, that's where I'm gonna be at. So if I wanted to go to the club, if I want to go to a lounge, if I want to be outside, if I want to go to all the cookouts and all the pool parties, I was gonna go. And I damn sure did. And then it all came crashing down. I'm a lover girl. That's the thing I hate. And that's the thing that I hate about myself. I ain't gonna say I hate it. I'm not gonna say that. Let me take that back. But I am a lover girl. Okay. So like, I just like, I love love. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I'm in love. I was never in love with the dude. Excuse me. But yeah, like it's just, I just told myself I was gonna have a good summer. I'm gonna do me and have a monster ass summer, and that's what I did. And then in that, I remember like it was yesterday, June 14th. June 14th, he came in and just fucked my whole summer. But no, I still enjoyed my summer for the most part. So it's a shirt, not a dress. So yeah. But I was just mad. I'm more mad at myself because I let my guard down, and I'm more mad because I always preach like never, always listen to use your discernment, listen to your intuition, listen to your gut. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I let my guard down every time because I'm just a lover girl. I just love love. That's it. DC's in the house. And the only thing is just like, sorry, I'm just reading some comments. I love you too. She boring. Okay, bye. The hell? Um, the one thing about it is I just, yes, he went with me to Vegas. Yes, he went with me to Vegas. Yes, he went. Like, y'all want to see some tea? I got some tea for y'all. Yes, he went with me to Vegas. I don't post a lot of this shit. I like what? Like what? This is in this is in Vegas. What? Like, maybe you live and you learn. My thing is, don't I always preach like, do not bother my peace. My peace means everything to me. Coming from what I came from previously in the previous relationship, do not bother my peace if you have no intentions of treating me right. Walk with intention, because if you don't walk with intention, you have no business entertaining me, and I have no business even giving you the time of day. I'm not a trick. First of all, he booked his own flight. So, the fuck I look like. We open our hearts and hopes a real one will come in. Yeah, of course. You should always be live on and y'all know I be preaching this. Live life honestly. That's it. It's not hard to live life honestly. And if that's who you are, that's who you are. But don't try to like give me this facade. You know what I'm saying? Don't bother my peace. Because I told you from Jump Street, don't, if you don't have no intentions of, you know what I'm saying, this going any far, like going far at all, don't bother my peace. Let me, if you're looking for fun, say that. Because I probably would still give it to you. Shit, I'm not entertaining nobody. But if that was your goal, cool. I would have been cool with that. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. Let me decide. You know what I'm saying? The ball's in my court. But don't try to sell no dreams. Don't bother my peace. I didn't ask to be bothered. And I hate people who bother woman's peace knowing that they have no intentions of treating her right. Okay, hold on. A lot of women are for the streets. Listen, I never said there are bad apples, okay? There are some ain't shit ass females too. I'm not speaking on them. I don't know them types. I don't hang around them. I'm not one of those types. So, yeah. But I know, and I've seen a few. They're not in my circle, though. I don't see a few females that are for the streets. And, yeah, I just don't know them personally. Like, they're not in my circle. I don't associate myself with those type of females. They're not in my circle. I'm not one of them. So, there are them type of females, too, though. I would never say all women. All I'm saying is if you have no intention as a man, as a grown ass man pushing 40 years old, if you have no intentions of treating a woman right, don't bother her because you don't know the trauma that she done lived. Okay. And y'all know, and I spoke on my, and I'm not going to keep speaking on it, but I spoke on my traumas and how I took y'all along on my journey through therapy, just like self-reflection, taking, like grounding myself and meditating and soul searching and doing a lot of spiritual, like inner spiritual stuff to get to where I'm at today. And I'd be damned if I let a man come in, or any person for that matter, come in and just everything, all the hard work I put in, just come and just knock this shit down like a tsunami. Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm not crying no tears. Y'all see that? I'm not crying no tears. You fucked up? Cool. Have fun where you at. But when you get back, I ain't gonna be here. I'm unavailable. Do not disturb. So I came a long way. I came a long way. And y'all know I did. I came a long way. I've been raped. I've been physically abused. I've been verbally abused, emotionally abused. I should be on the road to self-destruction right about now, but I'm not. Okay? I have a daughter who looks up to me, a daughter who's watching me, and she unfortunately went through something similar. So I'll be damned if I'm gonna be that type of role model for my daughter. Fuck no. Fuck ass no. Fuck no. Hell no. I refuse. I refuse to let somebody that I've and let me crazy thing is about this situation about old dude, okay? He been in my mind you, we known each other from mutual friends. We have mutual friends, which is why he went to Vegas because we have mutual friends. But let me scroll. I'm scrolling to the very beginning. July 2018. He been in my DMs. Never had my number. Mind you, we known each other. We always see each other at our friends' function. We always run into each other in the city. He's and every single time been on my line. On my line, on my line, on my line. It wasn't until this is 2018, July 15th, 2018, when he first jumped in my DMs. I known him since 2014. Okay. I known him since 2014. I didn't give him a chance until we recently ran into each other at a function on June 14th of this year. I should have left you where the fuck you was at. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some, can I show y'all? Yeah. Yeah. He, someone said, friend zone for that long. Poor guy waited so long. Yeah. You got a number. You waited all them years just to be a fuck boy. I should have kept you in the waiting room, my guy. Should have kept you in the waiting room. But listen, I'm not mad. I'm mad at myself, but I'm gonna get over it because I'm gonna catch this flight and not catch feelings. And yeah. Someone say you can't blame the man for trying. I was never on TV. You did not see me on TV. You think a bitch like me? You really think a bitch like me is about to sit here? Like, hello? Do you know who this girl is? Like, hello? You think this? You think this girl? Hello? You think this girl? I am that girl. You think this girl is tripping off anybody? Like, be for real. I am that girl. I am that girl. And I wish more women walk that walk. I wish women would just sit there and just be like, I'm that bitch. Because you are. You are that bitch. Hello? Hello. You talking about this girl? You think this girl is about to sit around and cry over any man? Her right there? Her right there. You think she is going to sit? Like, be for real. Be for real. Would I ever date an Asian man? No. No. Hold on. Y'all want to see? Let me show y'all. Like, this is my Instagram. You think this girl right here? Hello? I don't want to play the music because you know, YouTube be. Y'all know who YouTube is. Her right there. Do I look like I'm worried? She's bad. Look at her. Like, hello, this is gonna be me in Mexico. Look at this. I am who I think I am. Hello. Clock it. Clock it. That's the day. Matter of fact, that day right there, those are his shoes. Right there. He was in my face. That's the day that, yeah, I gave him a chance. This is the day I colored my hair. Let me see.
This and give you a princess. The only part.
Oh, I don't want the music. But yeah, y'all can go look at my Instagram. Like, I never been ugly. Never been ugly. Never. Never. Oh, look, it's Mimi. Oh, I like this one. Hello? Hello? Yeah, and you was sitting in my DMs for a minute. People send me messages like this. You think I'm gonna be tripping off of you? Like, uh, look, how fitting. No need for a gender reveal. A bitch will always reveal itself. But yeah. I'm just showing y'all my whole. My IG is not private anyway, so y'all can go on my IG and look. Never been ugly. I got my own money. So you really think that I'm about to trip off of you? And you went to Miami of all places? Yeah. I gotta look up Stray Kids because y'all keep saying this. What is Stray Kids? Oh, Felix is an Australian rapper and singer. From K-pop group. Okay, that's why y'all keep saying that. I was wondering who Felix is because y'all keep saying Felix from Stray Kids. It's 5 a.m. Where are you at? Where are you at at 5 a.m.? Cape Town, South Africa in the house. South Africa, let's go. What do you call a skin with no bones? Boneless? Austin, Texas in the house. So, next topic. I don't have OF. I don't have OF. East LA in the house. Hello. South Carolina in the house. Washington State. Hello. Welcome. I see a lot of messages being deleted. I don't know what's going on. I come back and y'all already deleting stuff. My mods is not playing. Malaysia in the house. Oh my God. Modesto, California. What's up? All right. Y'all need to chill with these weird ass comments. New Orleans. Okay. Once and for all, is it New Orleans or New Orleans? Or how y'all say New Orleans? Dallas, Texas. North Korea is in the house. Let's go. Ohio. That's what I'm saying. North Korea. Are y'all even allowed to have YouTube? Like, No, for real. Someone said they must have illegal internet connection. No, I'm so serious. Hawaii in the building. I love Hawaii. Russia in the house. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Y'all are funny. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save 50 pounds per person. You know who does that the best? Oh my God, Mimi. Mimi does that the best. Yes, I went to Cambodia. I went there last January. Tennessee in the house. You know what? I want to go visit Nashville. Russian and Ukraine in the house. Oh my God, really? Knoxville. What's in Knoxville? Tell me, what's in Knoxville? Do y'all want to play a game tonight? No? Oh shit. I mean, shoot. Oh, we have green screen? What the hell? Sorry, I'm just looking at. What the fuck? No green screen. New Zealand in the house. Dang, y'all want to see my feet that bad? Y'all really want to see my feet? It matches my. God damn. Sheesh. Layla's good. Also, we're narrowing down her colleges. God, I cannot believe I'm there. One of her, some of her top schools, right now is Virginia Tech, um, ODU, JMU, James Madison, Old Dominion, Norfolk, VCU, UVA, um, so yeah. And then if out of state, she's looking at North Carolina, A&T, Clark, Atlanta, I think she said Florida, Florida AMU. Oklahoma is in the house. Let's go, Oklahoma. I don't know what game y'all want to play today. I don't know what y'all want me. Y'all want to ask me some questions and I answer? And no crazy questions. Okay? No crazy questions. I've never been married. I can't believe she's grown. Matter of fact, I can't believe y'all watch her grow up. You want to cash at me? Yeah, you can cash at me at $Connie Sun. Y'all want to play listen and we listen and we don't judge? I am single, yes. Yes, I'm going to be empty nesting. Yes. Am I crazy? I can be. I don't listen. People been asking me for all night. They've been asking me for my cash app, and ain't nobody send no cash app yet. So until they send a cash app, they just talking. She wants to do early childhood care. That's what she wants to study. The okay, I'm in the DMV. I've been waiting for you to break up with your Virgo baby father for so long. Not gonna lie, the fact that you know that he's a Virgo is crazy work. That's crazy. Um, yeah. Actually, Kenny, yeah, Kenny is a Virgo. Tim, the one right after him, he was a Virgo. My ex, the one I got tatted on him, I mean on me, the one before Kenny, he was a Virgo. And these are all my like my serious relationship, not just like people that I entertain. And Layla's dad, I believe, is a Virgo. Hold on. Mm, let me confirm before I say anything. Oh yeah, Layla's dad's not a Virgo. He's actually what's after Virgo? I don't know. That's the thing. I do not know why I keep attracting Virgos. That's so crazy to me. So crazy. What's my favorite movie or book? Um, honestly, okay, so y'all better pay attention because I might quiz y'all later on. Not tonight, but like next time we do those money games and I decide to do a quiz. Um, when I watch scary movies, and I'm not a fan of scary movies, but if I watch scary movies and I don't like gory movies, like so anything that's like gut spilling, like Final Destination type stuff, or like Saw, or like anything that's like crippling or like gut spilling and like heads chopped off and blood just gushing out, I don't do those at all. But if I do watch like scary movies like Ghost, about ghosts or zombies or whatever, I immediately have to watch Toy Story. That is a must. I have to watch Toy Story immediately after. So it was one time I remember I was when Mimi was living down the street, when she was living in Virginia for that 1 year, and she was living down the street, and I was like basically like there almost damn near every day. I remember we were watching a scary movie. I think it was like The Nun or something like that. And I went home and I jumped into bed with Kenny. This is when me and Kenny was still together. I jumped into bed and I turned on Toy Story. And he was like, he woke up out of his sleep and he was like, you watched a scary movie, didn't you? I'm like, yeah. So I have to watch like a cartoon, like either I put on like Simpsons and just let it play, or I watch Toy Story. And it's so funny. And if I don't fall asleep by the first Toy Story, and on Disney Plus, like they have Toy Story 1, 2, 3, and they have it in order. So they have Toy Story 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if I don't fall asleep by the end of Toy Story 1, I play Toy Story 2 in hopes that I will fall asleep. I don't know. It's like a unspoken like weird habit. I don't know. I just popped out with Mimi in Vegas. We just went to go see Backstreet Boys. Libra. Wait, what about Libra? Oh, how do you feel about Aquarius men? This current situationship, he's an Aquarius. His birthday is actually the day after Stretch, and Stretch is the very last day of Capricorn. So me and Stretch are cool. I love Capricorns. Capricorns, they're awesome. But Aquarius men, that was the first Aquarius man I dated. Um, and yeah, I don't think me and Aquarius men get along at all. Not that we don't get along, I just don't think we're compatible. I don't think I don't think a Pisces and Aquarius are compatible. I mean, obviously, because look what he just did. So that's that. I never dated a Libra. Um, I love Leos as friends, but I don't think I dated a Leo. But yeah, Virgo, I love Virgo girls, but for some reason, Virgo men, and it's always the Virgo men that I've like all my serious relationships, like my real boyfriends, like real boyfriends, they're all Virgos except my baby father, except my baby father. But everyone else, they're all Virgos. I mean, I was in a relationship with the one that I got tatted. I'm not gonna say his name, but no, fuck that. I don't care. His name is Kevin. I got Kevin tatted on me. I was with him for 3 years. And then I was in a brief relationship with this crazy abuser. And he was a Virgo. Now that's the one, that's the devil. I'm not going to say his name because he physically used to abuse me. He used to come to my job and physically abuse me. I used to go to work with black eyes and everything. We're not going to say his name, but he was a Virgo. And then came along Kenny. Kenny's a Virgo. Stayed with Kenny for 10 years. Kenny was a Virgo. And then after Kenny, I dated Tim. And Tim was more like my rebound relationship because I've just been a girl that's just always in a relationship. And, he was supposed to be like a rebound, but he ended up being like an accidental rebound. And I accidentally, like, it was supposed to just be a rebound and that was it. But then I somehow found myself in a relationship with him for like a year, and we ended things last year. He was a Virgo, and the crazy thing about the last the last four, those four men, their birthdays are all in the same week. That's so crazy, right? Their birthdays are all in the same week. Mind blown. Fucking Virgos. And I swear if my next is gonna be a Virgo, I'm gonna scream. I'm not gonna lie. They say Virgo is a Pisces sister sign, so which is why I probably attract them. Oh, I just watched The Godfather Problem. I watched the whole series. I really watched it. It was a good series too. It was chef's kiss. Um, I started it with Dum Dum over here. Well, not yeah, Dum Dum. I got him to watch it, and we watched the whole series within like a week. I am a Pisces, guys. I like cancers. Cancers are cool. I love cancers. Someone said I'm eating popcorn. What's 67? My birthday is February 24th. I am a Pisces. Okay. You didn't even, hold on. Someone said, Trey Preston said, you didn't even give the Aquarius dude a real chance. What do you mean give him a real chance? Are you crazy? He just played in my face, chat. Like, did you not hear the story? Like, he just played himself. He played himself. I didn't play him. He played himself. Talking about some give him a real chance. I did. Sorry, I'm just reading some of y'all. Truth or dare? Oh, y'all want to play truth or dare? I don't even know what Trey Preston said after that. I'm reading all these old messages, swiping and reading and swiping and reading, and I just keep seeing Sarah and Demetria over there just blocking people and deleting messages. So I'm just like, what the hell? What is all they're saying? No, I don't want any more Virgos. Vicky, now what you over here trying to play matchmaker talking about some KBD seems like a real one. I'm just saying, what? Hi, Ava Wag. Someone said, what's your phone number? 911. Pisces aren't gullible. Pisces are very, how do I say this? Imaginative. They live in imaginative fairy world. And I say that in the most humblest way ever because we daydream a lot. And sometimes we don't know how to differentiate the difference between reality and the dream world or the imaginative world. Sometimes we kind of live in the dream world so long we start to believe that it's a reality and it's not. You know what I'm saying? So we are true manifestors. We love love. We are a water sign. So we go with the flow a lot, but also being a water sign, we feel very deeply. You know what I'm saying? Like we're very emotional and we capture all the feels. So that's like a catch 22 when it comes to being a Pisces. And I'm sorry, but Pisces got a little crock in them, okay? You will get addicted to a Pisces. Because one thing about Pisces, every body. And I am a living testimony. Okay. And I wish I can show y'all all the receipts. If everybody that I ever dealt with or in a relationship with, like a real relationship, they always spin the block. So I know I'm not the problem. I used to think I was the problem. I'm like, damn, like here I go again. But they always spin the block. And they're always like, can you please give me a real chance this time? Can you please just give me a second chance? I promise I will do better. No, fuck you. Okay? How about that? The legend, see, you are a Virgo and your birthday is in the same week as all my exes. So no. Clock that self-care. If he won't be better by himself, he you can be better. You can damn sure. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm over here clocking it. Let me read this. Make sure I'm reading it right. If he won't be better by himself, he damn sure won't be better with you. I think that's what you're trying to say. But yes, clock that. No, for real. Sarah and Demetria is working overtime, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm about to tip them. You smashed a few what? Pisces? Is that what you mean to say? I smashed a few Pisces in my lifetime. No, seriously, thank you to Sarah and Demetria for all they do. I am so grateful for them. What is my favorite color? Blue. Pisces give the best love. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Clock that. Oh my God, it's almost 1 o'clock. Did you really just give me $2 to be disrespectful? I'm not showing. I'm not. No. I'm a Scorpio and it's not easy. I like Scorpios. Brittany is a Scorpio and I love her. Me and her get along really well. I love Tauruses too. As you know, Mimi is a Taurus. I love that's like one of my they say I read somewhere I always see posts about Pisces and Tauruses and every time I see it I always send it to Mimi because that's my best friend. We just don't call each other best friends because that word is bad luck. But yeah, everybody who knows Mimi, that knows me, knows that that's my best friend. Or one of my best friends. She knows like all my deepest, darkest secrets. And if you ask her, she'll tell you. And she puts it in all her videos. If me and Connie ever stop being friends, she gotta die because this bitch know all my secrets. So yeah, I love Tauruses. I say all that to say I love Tauruses. And Scorpios too. I love Scorpios. And Brittany's a Scorpio. And I love her. Dre is a Leo, and I that's another one of my best friends. Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock, and I'm over here talking to y'all. Y'all don't got no job. Don't y'all got a job to wake up for? Oh no, it's Labor Day. So they said your feet stink, Connie. Probably does. What attracted me to Virgos? Honestly, I don't know. If I knew, I wouldn't be dating them. If I knew what attracted me to them, I wouldn't be dating them. Because you see where I'm at now. I dated Virgos, and look, here I am, single. Y'all not sleepy? Because I am. I'm getting there. Well, actually, really not that sleepy. Yeah, because I know, like, in Australia, and they're talking about it's only 11 o'clock over there. It was probably 12 in the afternoon over there now, but yeah. Anything else y'all want to know? It's like serious questions, not no dumb ass, stupid questions. I am about to get a new tattoo. Oh, let me tell you about that. Let's talk about that. Um, I am about to get a new tattoo. It's gonna be on this thigh. It's gonna be a thigh sleeve, and um, it's gonna be Dragon Ball Z themed. So I'm gonna have all the Dragon Ball Z characters. Well, the main ones that I like Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, and Chi Chi, and probably Piccolo. Someone said Miami in the house. Hey, what's up, Miami? Baltimore in the house. Let's go, Baltimore. Okay. For all those people who kept asking me for my Cash App, I ain't see no Cash App from y'all. Keep making me show y'all my Cash App, and y'all not sending me nothing. Wasting my damn time. It's like, Arizona in the house. New York City in the building. Let's go. I love it here. My stomach is making all sorts of noises. You know what I should do tomorrow? I think I'm gonna go bother Brittany. Birmingham, England in the house. What's up? Birmingham. I know that's right. I think I'm gonna go bother Brittany tomorrow because she's off from work. Mexico in the house. I know it's 1 o'clock right now. Georgia in the house. Okay, this is y'all talking about. I'm just reading out. Let me see. The whole zodiac thing seems weird. Try someone. Try, tying a someone whole personhood to the date they were born. Mm, I don't fully agree with that, because it's not about, to me, like, I may say like all I attract is Virgos, but a lot of the characteristics, like Virgos aren't all bad people. And I think the main thing that attracted me to Virgos is their sense of leadership. I think Virgos are very headstrong. I think that they do have a sense of leadership. They just lack um they lack the some well, not all of Virgos, but the ones I've dated. They lack the um I'm not gonna say ability to lead, because I know that they can lead if they're given that opportunity to lead a unit, but I just sometimes I feel like they don't take initiative, if that makes sense. So, yes, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not dating no more Virgos, and like, if my next relationship happens to be a Virgo, then so be it. I, to me, what attracts me, one, I feel like I'm funny. Okay. Like, I feel like I'm one of the funniest people I know. And I feel like you have to have good humor. You have to, and this is somebody, my dream person. In the ideal world, I would want somebody who's funny, because I love to laugh and I love to, like, laugh and be the jokester too. Like, you have to be able to make me laugh, and I have to be able to make you laugh. You have to understand my dark humor, because I do have a lot of dark humor. So you have to be able to understand my dark humor sometimes. But stimulating my mental is number one on that list. I love, 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 love intellectual conversations. Let's talk about aliens. We can have a whole conversation about aliens. We can have a whole conversation whether, what do you think is bigger, the space or underwater? Like, let's have an intellect. Like, I would like to know, I want you to stimulate my mind. And when you can stimulate my mind and I can sit and talk to you for hours at a time, because I'm a yapper. Okay, y'all can see me every time y'all come on live. I'm not doing nothing but yapping, so I'm a yapper. If you can sit and have a 2 hour conversation with me, that's already like, dude, like, that's so fucking attractive. When you see things from a different perspective, and you don't see from just your perspective or your point of view. If you actually live life and experience life from other points of views and see other perspectives, and visit all these places and have your different experiences and can talk about it, that's like number one on my list. And and being funny and humorous is number two, easily, immediately after. Like, if you can't be funny with me and have an intellectual conversation, it ain't gonna go far. I promise you that it's not gonna go far with me. I don't care how good you look, how good your D is. If you can't have an intellectual conversation with me, sorry. Sorry. Do I believe in reincarnation? I do. What? I don't know what. Do I want kids anytime soon? Actually, I do. I do. I am in my late 30s, and my biological clock is ticking, and yeah, I would love to have more kids if it's in my cards. If it's not in my cards, then this time I know we've been on this damn live for so long because when I started, my phone was on 100%, and now my phone is on 55%. Anywho, yes, we had this talk yesterday. We played a game. I'm in my late 30s. What's my favorite Khmer food? Um, Nompachok. Nompachok's a lot Khmer. Japan in the house. Hello, Japan. Okay. Do y'all have anything else for me? Is there anything else y'all would like to know? Because if not, I'm going to bed. I am, y'all, who, like, I do not look like Felix from Stray Cat, or Stray Kids. And who is Wayne King? Hold on, let me look. Y'all got me Googling shit. No, I don't listen to Wayne King. I'm not, yeah, I am getting dry. So I am about to go to bed in a second. Thank you, KDB. Will I go live in Mexico? Sure. Actually, I don't know. Is that safe to go live? Because I don't know. I don't want people to know when I'm going. So is it like safe to go live from like a safety issue standpoint? You know what I'm saying? So I might do videos and post a vlog. I can do that. But yeah, for safety precautions, I probably won't go live. I don't want to tell people my look, like where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no. I am gonna be on a resort though, so I'm not staying like nowhere outside of a resort because yeah, that's no. And I probably be honestly, I will probably be on the beach the whole time. So there's also that. Oh, this is a good question. Hold on. Before I get to the question, Mississippi in the house. What is one of the things you would like to accomplish? I'm gonna redo that question. What is one thing that I would like to accomplish this year? Is buy my house. I would love to be a homeowner by the end of this year. And if it's in my cards, and if everything lines up, I will be in my house. I'm not going alone. Um, my other friend Brittany, the one that I visited in Vegas, she will be there with me. Um, so yes, that's one of my accomplishments for this year. Pineapple on pizza? Yes, I love pineapple on pizza. Mushrooms, though. Like if I had to choose between pineapples or mushrooms, it would be mushrooms. I love mushrooms. Good night, Mrs. Augustine. What was my longest relationship? Mm, my longest relationship was Kenny. 10 years. 10 years. We started dating. Um, we started dating on December 31st, 2012. We spent New Year's December 31st, 2012, and the New Year, so 2012, 2013. And we were together for over 10 years. We broke up 2023, so yeah, 10 years. Good night, Sonia. I don't smoke marijuana. Why do they call me Connie Monster? Well, Connie's my name, and Monster is my nickname. My nickname, Monster. No children. We actually got pregnant a couple times, actually. Um, I had an ectopic pregnancy with him. I had two ectopic pregnancies. Um, don't judge me, but we had one abortion. We had one abortion in the beginning of our relationship. And, you know, so I did have an abortion. Please don't judge me. And two ectopic pregnancies. And then two miscarriages. And what's my content about? A whole bunch of nothing. Whole bunch of me yapping, talking about life, giving lessons and experiences, talking about my experiences. Why did I separate? Oh wait, hold on, let me answer this one. Why is your nickname Monster? Because that was a nickname from my childhood because I was probably a menace and my grandmother called me a monster. Yeah. Why did we separate? Spending 10 years with somebody, living with them for 7 of those 10 years, you kind of, one, I didn't get a ring out of it. We lived together, we experienced life with each other. We did a lot, and to give somebody 10 years and not have a ring, and then kind of downplay it like, oh, what do you need a ring for? Like, we're basically married. Yeah, but I'm a dreamer. I'm a Pisces. I'm a dreamer. So like, I live in fairy tale land. So of course, being proposed to and actually going through that surprise, and just part of our relationship. Well, who wouldn't want that? And then of course, there was cheating involved and a lot of forgiveness involved in that relationship. It was a lot of ups and downs and turnarounds, and it was a lot. And yeah, and then after we broke up, after I finally called it off, he decided to pursue one of the girls that he cheated on me with. Actually, it was the girl that was consistent. She was the side bitch damn near for 10 years. She was a side bitch for like 7 of the 10 years we were together. And yeah, he pursued her and got her pregnant. So he got his baby from her. And it's not, I'm happy for him. That's what he wanted. And yeah. Okay, so I would never date someone who comes from a 10-year relationship. The trauma caused will be too much to bear. It's not, unless that person uses that trauma against you, and especially if it's using it against you and you didn't even cause that trauma, that person's not for you regardless. But for someone who went through trauma for 10 years, they're coming from a life lesson. And so they're going to come with a lot of wisdom. Hopefully, they come healed. I wouldn't pursue someone who comes from a 10-year relationship. Because I'm on live. Why are you up on YouTube? They're asking questions and I'm answering. Well, now I can't tell you because they're gonna be all in my business. Okay, I'm gonna call you back in 2 minutes. All right. Um. So yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't accept anybody who is not healed. You can come from a 10-year relationship. You can come from a failed marriage. You can come from a 2-year relationship. You can come from a 6 month relationship. You can come from a 2 week relationship. It doesn't matter. The amount of time does not matter. As long as that person is healed, that's all that matters. So I wouldn't accept or entertain someone who came from a very traumatizing relationship that isn't healed or is trying to heal, if that makes any sense. But because they come from a 10-year relationship does not mean that, yeah, of course there's going to be trauma, but if that's the case, then nobody will be. You really loved him. Yeah, I did. I really did. I mean, of course, like, why? I wouldn't been in a relationship for 10 years. He basically raised Layla. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was a father figure for her for 10 years. Of course, I loved him. He was like, at one point, I thought he was my soulmate. But, life have a funny way of telling you this person isn't for you. And I wish him all the best. Am I healed? I wouldn't say I'm fully healed. I'm healing. Especially after this stupid ass shit that just happened. You seem like a good advice giver. You know what? I take pride on giving good advice. Sometimes I don't take my good advice. Sometimes I do. But I take pride in that. I've been through a lot of life experiences. And I told y'all, like I told y'all earlier, I've been through a lot. So I have a lot of life experiences. So a lot of my advice comes from those life experiences and lessons that I learned. Yes, I have a child already. I have a child who is 17. All right. May I ask you if this boy likes me or not? Okay, well, how, explain. Oh, I do not look. One thing about it, the shit that I've been through in my lifetime, like I told y'all, I've been through hell and high waters. I done been through a lot of shit that a lot. I'm pretty sure half these people, if not 80% of the people in this chat right now, didn't go through. So, and I wear it very well. And I'm proud of that. I take pride in that. I take pride in not wearing, looking like what I went through because I could have been worse. I could have been. The shit that I went through, I'm surprised I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not a drug addict. I don't smoke. I don't drink. So I went through a lot of this shit sober, believe it or not. I charged my vape. Yeah, I went through a lot of this shit sober. Which is the crazy part. If you get with someone and they have things that bother you, take those or leave them because you can't change them. Um, it depends on it. It depends. It depends on what those things are. Is it something that is, it depends. It all depends. Like, if you're not talking about like a snore or something, like I can accept a snore, but a serial cheater, no. A liar, no. I don't. There's certain things that does not, I do not tolerate because, yeah. You are an owner, not a victim. Exactly. I don't victimize myself. Although people like to disagree and say that I victimize myself. No, I don't victimize myself. I own up to everything that I've been through, and I don't use my trauma against anyone. I accept my trauma and I learn from them, and I use those as lessons for the next person. Because hopefully, I talk about a lot of my traumas, and I'm open and transparent about them because maybe one day that they will. My stomach is making noises. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but my stomach is like making all sorts of noises right now. But yeah, I take my trauma and I use it as a teaching tool, and in hopes that it will teach someone and help them through whatever they're going through. Cause as much shit that I've been through, again, I could have been in a worse predicament, and I'm not. I could have been somewhere else in life, and I'm not. I could have been an alcoholic. I could have been an ain't shit ass mother, and my child could have been in CPS or in the system or something, but I'm not. Because I refuse to let those trauma define who I am. And in a sense, they do define me because they made me stronger. They made me what and who I am today. But they're only part of my resume, but they're not my highlights. Okay. What do you mean you had a tougher life than me? I don't know your life. I just know what I've been through. I wish I knew how to help my oldest son heal from a 4-year abusive relationship. Listen, sometimes, like, honestly, you can't save someone who doesn't want to be saved. The only thing you can do is keep that door open, because eventually your son is going to need you, and you just have to be there. And honestly, that's the best advice I could give you on that, because if he hasn't escaped that relationship yet, he's never going to escape. And that's the hard truth. He has to want it for himself. So he cheated on you. Who are you talking about? Kenny? You've been to hell and back and still have pretty teeth. Thanks. Thanks to braces. Ooh, my knees just crap. Y'all heard that? Okay, I'm going back to the question. What do you mean I had a tougher life than you? I don't know your life, but I just named everything that I've been through. I've talked about it numerous of times. I was raped at gunpoint, been abused physically, emotionally, verbally. I grew up without a two-parent household, so my grandparents raised me from birth. I mean, the list goes on. I have daddy issues because I didn't grow up with a father. I have mommy issues because I didn't grow up with a mom. I was rebellious because that was my outlet at the time when I was young. It, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know your life to even come. I just said possibly my life, I lived a tougher life than possibly 80% of the chat. Doesn't mean I know what y'all, the life y'all lived. Um, is there anything you regret? There, oh wait, hold on. Is there is there things that you regret you could have done differently in your 10-year relationship, or you done the best you can? I feel like I've done the best I can. I wish that no, I take that back. I wish that I was not so. I felt like in that relationship, I was very alpha female. I was a, I was an alpha, and I didn't allow, and I accept this already, and I also try to correct it later on in the relationship, but that's neither here nor there. But going back, I wish that I'm very dominant. I'm a very dominant female because at the time, like I felt like during our relationship, I felt like I was the breadwinner. So me being I mean, I was the breadwinner. I was making the most money. So the houses were like the apartments and everything was under my name. The bills were under my name, and yes, he contributed to the bills, but I made more money than him at the time. So because I made more money and I basically called the shots a lot. You know what I mean? I made a lot of our life decisions at that time was made by me. So I was very dominant in that sense because I was bringing home the bacon, I was cleaning, I was cooking, I was, you know what I'm saying? So it was like all that, and then I made all of our family decisions as a I'd never let him lead. And I it wasn't until later on in the relationship and I realized like I don't want to do this. Like I don't want to be this like dominant female. I don't want to be an alpha. I want to be a soft girl. I want to be, like I want to take care of home. I don't want to have to worry about leading a household. Like that's not for me to do. That's for him to take reign of. And I felt like I was at one point I was demasculating him. Like I was not letting him be a man. Like I was belittling him and I would talk to him any type of way. And that's probably one of the I'm not gonna say the reason why he cheated, but it probably was a factor as to why he cheated. And, you know, um I realized that later on in the relationship and I told him, we had a serious conversation and I said, you know what? This is not what I want for me. This is not what I want for us. I don't want you to, I don't want to lead this family. I want you to be the leader of this family. You are a man. I want you to have that king mentality. I want you to be the man of the household. I don't want you to follow my lead. I want to follow your lead. I want you to lead this family where you think this family should go. And and I did that. And I did that for we and towards the end of the relationship, honestly, we were the best that I don't know why it's in my eye, but god damn it's making my eyes itch a little bit. The last couple of years was like the best out of the 10 years, the last 2 years of our relationship was probably the best because he finally was leading and I finally
passed that torch to him, and I finally like said, "Here, this is what you this is what you deserve. You deserve to have room to be a man and lead. And if I trust you, like I say I do, I need to trust you to lead this family." Oh my god, my eyes itch so bad. I don't have no nail to itch my eye. So yeah. Oh god. Oh, my eyes itching. Sorry. Oh, that's me. Did your grandparents do a good job? I feel like they did an amazing job raising me. Yeah, I went through a lot. Yep. Don't get me okay. Dominant woman don't get abused. You were the breadwinner, but not the alpha. He just went along until he didn't. There, I didn't want. Okay, one. Kenny didn't abuse me. Kenny did not abuse me. When I spoke about being abused, it was in the other relationships where I was physically abused. Kenny actually saved me from that abusive relationship that I spoke on, where I got my ass beat damn near every day and I used to come to work with black eyes. Kenny actually saved me from that relationship. So that's number one. Number two, there is such thing. You may not think there's no such thing as an alpha female, but there are dominant alpha females. There are you just because you never experienced them doesn't mean that they don't exist. And I'm being completely honest. There are females who are breadwinners who make decisions, and I'm not saying dominant or alpha in a sense of strength or physical strength. I mean dominant alpha in mentality state state. You know what I'm saying? You can be and not just like the way she moves, the way she handles herself and handles a family or a pack. Like that should be an alpha male's job. But there are females who run a household and a man just follows. And I'm not saying that to say that that man in the house is a weak man. I'm not saying that at all. But let's call a spade a spade. You're supposed to let him lead whether you were the breadwinner or not. Uh, Preston, I don't think you heard the rest of that story. So I did say that at the beginning of my story. It has nothing to do with feelings. A man is alpha regardless of your feelings. It has nothing to do with feelings. It has nothing to do with feelings. We're talking about in real life. We're not talking about emotionally. And not everybody can experience an alpha female because they don't have to. They never had to experience an alpha female. So you can't really speak on what you really don't know. You may think that they don't exist, but there was a time when people thought aliens didn't exist. So let that be however you want to take that. Do you like playing dominant role, or if you feel like you have to? Honestly, I felt like no, I don't like playing the dominant role. I don't, but sometimes life, you gotta be dominant. Like right now, I'm single and I'm the head of my household, so yeah, I have to be dominant now. Do I want to be? No, but right now I have to be. It's just me and my daughter, so I have to be dominant. I have to take care of the household. You know what I mean? Bills don't stop, life don't stop. So whether I have a man in my life or not, right as of right now, yes, I have to be dominant. Men love women that are submissive. Yeah, of course. And I would love to be submissive. Give me something to be submissive to. Okay. I look at it like this. It's not that I don't want, I want to be able to submit respectfully. I don't want to be dominant because it's like, that's a man's role. That's what a man is for. Now, in my case right now, I have to be dominant because I have no choice but to be. I'm the head of my household. But if I'm with a man, I expect that man to lead the family. And and if you want to talk about in the animal kingdom, the alpha leads the pack. That's what a man should do, right? But with me, I I can be dominant in other aspects of my life. When it comes to being a woman, I'll dominate that role. I just don't want to be dominant in the family unit. That's a man's role. Two, I want to be a partner, not just a submissive person. I want to be a partner. So if I'm making all the decisions, that's not a partnership. Or if you're making all the decisions, that's not a partnership. I want to build with somebody and I want them to build as themselves as an individual. If I don't expect you to come healed, I don't expect you to, what I'm like, I don't expect someone to come already established. Like that's that's ideal, but that's not always the case, right? Let's face the reality of it. Not everybody is established. So if I'm in a partnership, I'm trying to build an empire with them. And the best way to build an empire is a good foundation. If we don't have a foundation and a good partnership to build that foundation, we're not building no empire. We're just building a castle made of sand. and one wave, that sandcastle is gone. So if you have a good foundation and you building your empire brick by brick, a little wave will never move that castle of yours because you built everything together in that partnership. And I say that to say, like, if my partner is lacking somewhere, it is my job to pick up where they lack. In a relationship, I don't believe in 50-50. I don't I believe in no relationship is perfect. So there's going to be times where it's going to be 70-30. There's going to be 60-40. Sometimes I'm 60 and he's the 40. Sometimes he's going to be 30 and I'm 70. It's that's just reality. Sometimes it's going to be 50-50. Sometimes it's going to be 100. Sometimes I got to do 100 and there's going to be times where he has to do 100. There's no, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you line that shit up, whether it's 50-50, 60-40 or 70-30 or 80-20 or 90-10. At the end of the day, no matter what it is, the equation is, you're going to get 100. And it doesn't matter how you move that equation. It don't matter. At the end of the day, it's gonna be 100. So if I'm slacking in any areas, I expect my partner to pick up where I slack. You know what I'm saying? Without having any issues. Like if we're working in a two income household and I'm coming up from a 9 to 5, there's gonna be days that I don't feel like cooking. Maybe you can either cook something for us or pick up dinner for us. That's the 60-40. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be times where I get my menstrual and I don't feel like getting up to go clean the kitchen. There's gonna be times where, hey, the rent needs to be paid and he may not have it. I gotta pick that up. That's taking on 100. My stomach is growling and I hate this shit because I'm not even hungry yet. It's just growling for no reason. So yeah, that's a partnership. Unfortunately, that's what it was. And then now I'm doing, excuse me, everything 100. Right now I have 100. And I've been doing 100 since we broke up. And I'm just having a deja vu moment. Oh my gosh. If everyone wants to be an individual, why be in a partnership? So I'm gonna touch base on that because when I say build on yourself as an individual, no, I'm not just talking about financially. I'm talking about as a like your characteristics, your character. Build on yourself. Build on your dreams. Like if I'm entering a partnership, I'm not putting aside my dreams. I want you to accomplish those dreams and those goals. So as an individual, you should be working on your own dreams and goals and accomplishing them. And then I also have dreams and goals of my own, and I'm going to build on my those dreams and my goals and try to accomplish those. And then in within the partnership, we have dreams and goals as a family unit and we build onto that. You know what I'm saying? Because I like sometimes when you enter a family unit or when you enter a partnership, sometimes whether it's one or the other, or sometimes even both, you may lose yourself in a relationship, and you so consumed in the relationship that that's all you know, and that's all you're just like, it's just kind of like a cookie cutter relationship, and nobody wants that. I'm an individual. I have individuality. Like, I have my own sense of style. I have my own sense of way of thinking. I have my own sense of humor. I do everything as an individualist. You know what I'm so when I say build on yourself as an individual while you're in a relationship, do that. Accomplish those goals. Like, I had goals to wanted to finish school when I was in a relationship. And I will not putting aside those goals for a man. You know what I'm saying? If you can't balance being an individual and being in a partnership, then you have no business doing the partnership side of it. Exactly. Money is not important. I've been saying this from day one. And I said this earlier. Money don't mean shit. You can't take it with you when you die. Money is the root of all evil. Money makes the world go round. I do agree with that. But it's not important to me. Communication is important. If our communication is shot, then we have nothing. Because it's not just about communication, it's also about comprehension. I can communicate until my face turn blue, but if you're not comprehending and understanding where I'm coming from, the communication is shot too. So, but yeah. Yes, it's an actual live, and I'm actually about to go because I'm getting sleepy, and I have to call my friend back. So, this was a good talk. I hope y'all learned something tonight. We laughed. We had some tea time, sipped some tea. Yeah. And I will try to go live again tomorrow. But if not, I love y'all. Good night. Anyways, good night. Sorry, I was just reading the last few messages. Okay, yeah. So love y'all. Take care. Good night. Sweet dreams. Don't let the bed bugs bite. If you have bed bugs, do something about it. I love y'all. Mwah.